All right, guys, so we are back in our lab, and now it has been 48 hours since the third coating. So we're going to get in there, and what I'm doing is I'm looking for flaws. So any pieces of matter, any kind of disruption in the light that I've constantly told you guys to use that light, that fluorescent light will show you any flaws. So our gemstones are looking really good. And so now they're not really gemstones until I take them off of our daubs. And you know what? I also want to throw out there that it's been 48 hours, of course, since the last time that they were resined, but it's going to be up to 30 days before these gemstones are fully cured and ready to set. Okay, so you know what? We have to set them, and so now we're going to move over to our lapidary wheel, and we're going to grind the backs off, and we have to remove them. So hang tight. Let's go see that, and let's go see how to troubleshoot any issues that come up. Okay, so now we've got our wheel. Now we want to take these off. So you know, how do we take them off? So you know, there's positives and negatives to using glue. So typically you could use wax. Now wax, to get wax off, you're gonna have to grind it. There's just no other way. With glue, with this hot glue gun method, it's a lot easier than you think. Now look, I can shake this thing, it's not coming off. So it's stable enough to be here, but when I apply a little bit of pressure, it will just pop right off. Now, turning it over, there's your glue mark, and we've got a little bit of resin here. So honestly, guys, if you were gonna set this yourself into a silver bezel, you would probably just leave this, to be honest. You might not need to, if you're the artist doing it, you could probably get away with leaving it. I don't leave it because I'm going to make this into a pendant, or I'm going to keep it as a gemstone. So I want to make sure that this back is clean. So now that I've popped it off, my water's going. Very, very, very carefully, because if I let this go and it will wreck my resin, I'm going to have to redo it. So very carefully, minimal water. I've got paper towel ready to go. The paper towel is going to whisk away any water that's attached, and I'll show you. So very gently, evenly, give it a little bit of a wipe, put it right on your paper towel, and now instantly take your fingers and just simply whisk all that water away. Okay, and so I've got no water now. When I check, it's a lot cleaner than it was before, so we're going to give it one more round, constantly turning my machine on and off, letting the gemstone go, dabbing my fingers, ensuring I'm not touching the top. See, now my back is nice and clean. And now we're going to set that out of the way. It's that simple. And so now this gemstone here is going to set for 30 days before I put it into any jewelry or decide what to do with it. Okay, so let's try another one here. And again, the better you do, the better you do at your resin, the better results you're going to get behind it as well. So again, no flaws, pop it off. This one is absolutely perfect. I don't even need to grind it. This one's absolutely ready to go. Extremely small amount of resin. Okay, and again, I'm going through every single one of them gently. And again, I'm wearing gloves for a reason. I certainly do not want to put a whole bunch of oils or fingerprints on my gemstones, because again, they're really not set yet. Honestly, they're set enough for me to take them off the daubs, but they're not set enough for me to put them into jewelry. So we're going to wait. Nice and clean, but we're going to trim that just a bit. We're going to, again, if you've spent all this time on it, let's make it perfect, honestly. Whisking that water away. Any water that's on the bottom is going to whisk away onto that paper towel. Flip it over, nice and clean. Absolutely beautiful gemstone. Okay, we're putting it down and moving on. Again, flipping it over, not too bad. Again, a little bit of pressure. Breaking that off and get my daubs. And again, you're going to reuse these daubs over and over again. Flipping it over, nice. A little bit on the back, so again, let's give this a little bit of a clean. Again, I'm on there for seconds, guys, honestly. Whisking that water away, flipping it over, nice and clean. And now I've got my gemstone. So now that one's out of the way. Now I can take my system out of the way. This one is just absolutely beautiful. Look at this guy. Just love this. All colors. This one's a little bit messy. Okay, so again, now we're going to go through the troubleshooting process. So again, What if it's all the way around? How do you mitigate this? So during your resin process, you're going to check your batch, and you're going to use a toothpick, and you can take a toothpick all the way around this. That's going to ensure no drips stay on the side, because you're going to check it if you're unsure. Now, if it doesn't, there's no drips on the side and you've got it underneath like this, you still have to separate it. So again, we're going to pull it off. That was actually not too bad. Now, my glue is still there. Glue is still there. So it all has to come off. So again, there's two methods you can do it. One that is the most dangerous method is to use Old Rusty. And again, because the glue from this hot glue, it won't adhere to the resin. So if you're using wax, the wax and the resin will absolutely adhere to each other. If I were to take the blade and try to open that up, you'll see that hot glue will not attach to the resin. But this one is so solid, I'm not going to do that. And again, guys, I don't recommend using razor blades at all. You're going to cut yourself. Pure and simple, the best way to do it is to absolutely grind it. And so now that we've got a good set on our gemstone, we are going to absolutely get it and grind it down. So same process before, just now I know it's going to take a lot longer. And now I'm adjusting my speed as I go. I've got minimal water and adjusting that so you can see the glue let go. And I'm just moving it back and forth. And again, if I let this gemstone go, I have to redo it. I will absolutely have to redo it. The sound will change as you're taking more of it off. You can see glue flying. I'm starting to hear a lot more stone sound, and that's what I'm looking for. Not so much glue or resin. Now we're going to turn this off and we're going to take a look here. So again, popping it off, whisk that water away so there's nothing on my gloves. And now I'm flipping that over. Almost, we've got it almost down one side. We're going to turn it over. I'm going to put more pressure on this side than this side. And we're going to finish this guy up here. I'm adjusting my speed with my other hand. There, you can see how it started to change more to mud. And now let's get this. Now you know we absolutely hit. So now how do we fix this? Take that gemstone all the way around. Because we've cured it enough. I can't stress this. I've got 48 hours cure on this gemstone. It's a little dirty, but you know what? We're still okay, guys. No panicking. You're taking that paper towel all the way around the outside, just on the outside. You're not rubbing it on the top. Got one little bit there. You know what? We're gonna do it. Let's do it. There, it's gone. And again, whisking that away. Again, this is going to happen. And if I were to lose, look at that nice clean back now. Now, if I were to lose this gemstone, let's not freak out. All I would do is I would reattach it to a daub and I would redo it. It's just that simple, guys. Okay, so now we've got our gemstone. So let's take a look. So now we've got 65 million year old Ammolite gemstones. And again, these guys, once we cure these for at least 30 days, they're going to be ready to go, set in anything we wish. And I so appreciate you guys checking these videos out. Please like, share, subscribe. Help us get this out here. We want to help educate you as much as we can about Ammolite. Reach out to me by email, through our website, however you can. I'm happy to help you guys out. Let's get Alberta's gemstone out there. Let's get Ammolite out there in a big way. Thanks a lot for watching. Stay tuned for more. It's on the way.